Okay, so the first thing to look at is your furlough agreements. So they should detail the circumstances in which you can bring people back into the workforce and end furlough. It's bound to be in the agreement that you can give notice. So an employer will give notice to end the furlough period and return their employees to the workplace or home working. So it might be that you are required to give a designated period of notice to end furlough, or it might be under the furlough agreement that you've stated that you require employees to return immediately. If the immediate applies, then just make sure you're giving reasonable notice, just so that the employees can put in place measures that they might need to put in place to get back to work. You know, don't give them an hour's notice. So immediate is reasonable notice. We need to give written notice. So it has to be in writing, and ACAS have helpfully provided a draft template letter, which you can find on the ACAS website, which details what you are required to state in your notice to return employees from furlough. The ACAS guidance states, though, that employers and workers should talk as early as possible prior to ending the furlough period. And this is something that Anna and Jackie, Anna in particular, has indicated. And it appears that there's this ongoing consultation, which is key. You know, just don't, an employer really shouldn't just drop it on an employee and say, right, you're required to return to work next week. There needs to be a bit of consultation, not just giving a date of return. There has to be, you know, more information given to reassure employees that an employer has taken the necessary measures to ensure their safety on returning to work. So the consultation will include things about when staff are going to be required to return to work. And it might not be a fixed date at the moment. It might just be something that the employer is saying it could be around this time or the other. How staff will travel to and from work. Because obviously the recommendation is that public transport isn't used. But then we also touched upon car sharing, and Jackie indicating that that's been indicated as a suggested not to do. However, taking on board Eloise's comments, if you've got the windows open, that might be all right. So we need to discuss also how the employer is reviewing and managing health and safety within the business, and any planned adjustments to take into account the recommendations by the government. Hand washing facilities, staggering, desks, screens, all those things that Jackie and Anna have talked about. And then whether there might be a phased return of the workforce. And this is going to be probable. So, and it might be that we need to look at bringing some people back early and some people back later, which is what we